Genius. Let's talk about relationship with money. I see so many people that come to this work and they're here to manifest money, they're here to heal, and they enter this work from a place of desperation, not from a place of curiosity, not from a place of what else is out there. I've literally had people write me and say, how many meditations until I get $1 million? Well, the version of you that has $1 million doesn't talk like that, doesn't think like that, doesn't feel like that about money. And nothing can change until you change. Your life cannot become positive until you become positive. Yeah. Michael Singer has so many stories where he wanted to buy another piece of property next to his private residence property, but back in 70s, I believe, 70s or early 80s. And somehow, some way, he was asked to do some work for some lady, and he was given just the right amount that he needed to buy that piece of property. It was around $37,000. It's the story is in the in the surrender experiment. Yogananda once went to a different city with his sister and her husband, his brother-in-law. And I don't know why his brother-in-law was worried about where they're going to eat, what time they're going to eat, and is he going to make sure that he eats? I don't know what. I'm just remembering the story. That he didn't believe in his spirituality, the work. And he was worried about, when we get there, where are we going to eat? Are you going to make sure I get food? Yogananda's like, yeah, food's going to find us. Relax. We're going to be fed. And they got to this place early in the morning. Correct me if I'm wrong about any details about the story, but this is what I remember. And he sits in front of this temple under this tree in the shade, and he does his lotus, and he starts to meditate. And he sits there for about 5 hours. It's like past noon as he comes back. And his brother-in-law is upset. He's like, the temple just closed. The places are getting closed. The lunchtime is over. This is back in like late 80s, early 90s. So I suppose the timings of places being open and closed was different back then. So he said, it's fine. Food's going to find us. We're going to be fed. And one of the, what do you call Hindu priests? Pandits, right? And he came out of the temple and he said, I've been watching you meditate. And the temple's closed. And we are going to be eating in the back. And I saved some food for you and your family. Why don't you guys join us? He didn't ask them. He was just meditating. And he just had this belief and faith that food will find him. And his brother-in-law heard that. And he was so shocked that when he went back home, he told his wife, I'm going to start doing this work. Because he's like, he was blown away, right? Sometimes it's one trigger. That's all it takes for you to have a life-changing experience. This is what, in retreats, this is what happens when people find spontaneous remissions, spontaneous healings in the retreats and in our healings in my community, mysticalbeing.org. I just had a community member, a friend of mine from Tokyo, Kyoko, reached out to me and she told me about her healing story. It just Blows me away every time. Relationship with money. Okay. Relationship with money is the same thing as expectations from life. If you expect good things to happen to you, somehow you install that into your field. And the more you have faith, the more coherent that information is in your field. And the more coherent the information is in the field, the closer to perfection in the hologram it will display. It'll project out into your life. So now Greg Braden says, like it or not, everything in your life has been manifested by you. The worst tragedies, all the horrible things that happen to people have been manifested by them. Now that sounds horrible. That doesn't sound nice for someone that has gone through so much adversity, right? But it's true, sadly, or fortunately or unfortunately. But at the same time, it gives you power. I was talking to Maria, Maria, her mom, her aunt. Like we have this group. Like whenever they go to retreat, they're part of my group, right? Because that's what we do. We just we spend a lot of time together. We exchange information. We talk about what we are experiencing, and constructive interference of the benefits that you get by being with the same people, same person when you meditate. I'll talk about that in a different video. Back to money. The reason I brought up Maria is she said, ever since she had known me, she realized that my relationship with money is something that she wants to apply to her life, where I don't think about my savings accounts before I spend money. I just spend money. When I need something, when I want something, doesn't matter how nice it is or how expensive it is, I just buy it. A lot of the times I'm with friends and I'll just pay the bill after lunch or dinner. They're like, let's split and let's do this. Let me just pay the bill. Let's go do something else. Let's get back to meditation. Let's do this. And it left an imprint on them. And when they brought it up to my attention, I didn't even notice that I was so comfortable just spending. But I'm not an idiot. I'm quite responsible with spending money. I don't just buy stupidly the things that I don't need. I will never spend $1,000 on shoes, but I'm so comfortable with it that I know money will always find me. And whenever I spend money, I think I'm donating money. I'm sending money out so it can pay other people's wages, and those other people can then use that money to buy food. And as they do that, the blessings will multiply. And as they multiply, it'll find me again. And it's this boomerang of exponentially enhanced blessings that will find me every time I spend $1. Every time I spend $1. And somehow that is exactly what happens. You are one belief away from changing your entire life. You are one belief away from programming yourself into complete health, complete abundance, a very kind version of you, a very patient version of you. And the more kind and patient you become, the more kind and patient the world will become. Will that happen with every single person that you see in life? Perhaps not. Maybe not. Right? And people that are no longer a vibrational match will drift away. They'll just go away. They'll leave you. Sadhguru has lost so many people in his life, people that he didn't want to lose. Dr. Joe Dispenza has lost people that he didn't want to lose. Yogananda was not liked by a lot of his relatives. They thought he was just a hippie, crazy. It doesn't matter. Your biological family is not your actual family. Your actual family is your vibrational match family. That's also a hard thing to accept. But Abraham Hicks talks about that. Yeah. I'm extremely comfortable with a relationship with my money. I buy whatever I want. And I'm never stupid with it. You know? I ordered this yesterday for $15 on Amazon because I wanted some comfortable clothes for my next retreat. I wanted a comfortable clothes to meditate in. I just bought this. But it's important to look at money as something you donate when you spend it. And every time you do that, and you do that enough times, you'll program yourself, you brainwash yourself into believing that. And when you believe that, you are now a giver. You are now a philanthropist. Your money will go and make friends and come back. The only reason I'm talking about money is because I'm getting too many messages about money. So I wanted to address that. Feel worthy of it. The universe will only give you what you truly believe you deserve. You will only get in life what you deserve. Now imagine the things that you don't like that you have received in life. It's because something inside of you felt like you deserved it. The universe will only give you what you think you deserve. Pay attention to that. Don't go unconscious anymore. Don't go on autopilot anymore. Stay aware of your thoughts. Watch your thoughts and feelings. Your job is to feel good. Don't take life too seriously. All of this is just a hologram. It's a reflection of your inner world. Change. Keep refining the world inside of you. Everything on the outside will change. You're here to explore. You're here for an adventure. You're here to enjoy. That's what you're here for. So if you're not enjoying, if you're sick, what is sickness? It is a distorted projection of an incoherent information in your field. That's all disease is. When we do coherence healings, what are we doing? We are raising our energy so we can create coherence in the field of the healing. And when we change the information, when we make it more coherent into the field of the healing, the projection of it would be the lack of disease, and the disease then disappears. Same thing with money. When you deprogram yourself that you must sacrifice to become successful, no, you don't. You must work yourself to the bone to feel free and abundant. No, you don't. I hope this helped. Keep writing to me. Keep giving me questions. So I can keep refining the information I give you. Thank you. I love you.